So, welcome everyone to another episode of Get to Know the Speakers of Digital Conflicts. Today we have with us Niraj Vishwakarma, who is the Unity developer, AR and VR dev. He will be speaking on the topic Next Gen Gaming, Unleashing the Power of Future Technologies during the Gaming and Animation Conflicts happening in Delhi, India on 23rd September 2023. Hi Niraj, welcome to the chat show.
Yeah, hey Ankit, thank you very much for inviting me to your chat show. I appreciate your team at DIGITALCONFEX, and yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Niraj. So, would you like to give us a brief introduction of yourself and your field of expertise for the audience?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So I am Niraj Vishwakarma, and I'm from Kolkata. As a professional, I help clients and businesses for the consultation and development of gaming, as well as non-gaming applications like augmented reality, virtual reality, and other interactive applications, which is made for more serious business use cases rather than entertainment, which is actually in case of gaming products. We target different hardwares and platforms to support the applications. Like in case of gaming, we target Android, iOS, PC, web. While in case of industrial applications, we work with devices like VR headsets like MetaQuest, these devices, or HTC Vive. And for AR applications, we mainly target mobile devices because mobile is something everybody has, and it helps the AR to reach the audiences quite easily. So yeah, that is what I do. That is what I am.
That's good to hear, Neeraj. So it must be a pretty, entertaining sort of a job that you have over there right now. Dream of every person in the world, to be able to involved in the gaming community in some way or the another. So I guess it will be very much interesting for you as well.
Yeah, that is true indeed.
So Niraj, are you excited to join the event?
That is something I should be very honest. I am really actually. Not only because I will get a chance to speak in front of awesome audience and attendees, but also I'll be greatly benefited with the chance of making business connections with other individuals and the industry leaders. It will be surely boost my confidence, and I will also get some deep brief about the relevant topics from the other participants of the events. So yeah, that is a big win-win situation for me.
That is something that we aim to achieve through the conferences that we have throughout the year.
Awesome.
So we are also looking forward to meeting you there. So moving forward, Niraj, I have a few questions for you today. So, I'll begin up with those questions. And the first one will be, could you explain about your journey and, coming to this particular field was by chance or by choice?
Okay. That's quite an interesting question, I must say. So regarding how I came to this field, it was completely scripted. When I say scripted, that means it was my choice. I always wanted to make my career in animation and gaming industry, and accordingly, I had a clear learning path in my head that what steps I need to perform in order to break into this industry. So, like when I after completion of my graduation, rather than going for the masters, I started exploring some practical ways to how to learn the game development. So it was back in 2011. So at that time, there was no Udemy, no YouTube tutorials. I mean, very limited tutorials. So I had no other choice than joining an institute to at least to get my basics clear. And after the completion of the course from institute, so that was one-year diploma course for understanding the basics, how to develop the games and what are the different steps needed to make the games from scratch to end. So after the course, my basics were clear, and I was able to get started with any tough topic with the help of internet articles and whatever tutorials are available. So yeah, actually, I had to start my career as a freelancer because even at that point of time, there was very less opportunities in the market for a freshers to join as a game developer in a company. So I was kept working as freelancer for a couple of years, and then I got chance to work with multiple companies like Digital Aptech, and then IBM, and then Games to Win Private Limited, and then Cognizant. So during first 4 or 5 years, I was kept working mostly on the gaming projects. No, but with the slow introduction of AR and VR technologies in the market, and mainly because of the technological push from tech giants like Google, Apple, Meta, and other leaders in the market. So this had triggered to get my hands dirty with the AR and VR projects also. So in fact, the last project which I did was the development of a whole VR-based metaverse where multiple users can join in a virtual environment and communicate with each other from the different geographical locations with the use of those headsets. They can see each other in the different avatars, 3D avatars. So that is something I had achieved. So yeah, this was my journey so far, and I'm happy that where I am today.
Well, to be frank, Neeraj, this journey actually seems very interesting to me on a personal level, basically. So it would have been a lot of fun also going through all those phases in your life and learning all through the period that you have gone through already.
Yes.
So
Yes.
wherever you are right now, we congratulate you for having that sort of a
Thank you
journey
so much.
brought you to us over here on this platform, and we are glad to have you here as well.
Thank you.
So the next question that I would like to ask you is, where do you see the role of this of the interactive applications like games and VR in the industry?
Okay. Well, regarding games, they will continue to entertain the awesome gaming communities all around the world, and there will be no stopping for sure. So mobile, PC, and console games will be in demand, and some great studios will keep delivering the next-gen high-fidelity games to the gamers. But there is one area where interactive technologies like AR and VR will make huge impact, mostly at least at the industrial level, I can assume, because what I can see, and industries are now started leveraging the promising capabilities of AR and VR. Let me quickly give one example for this, so it will be clear that what I'm talking about. So consider one vaccine manufacturing industry. So they have got responsibility, to fulfill the need of delivering emergency and life-saving vaccines all around the world. And for that, they do production at the maximum capacity. So while they also need to make sure that working professionals, who is responsible for working in their labs, that should be properly trained. And they often need to stop their production actually in order to train their employees. Not only that, but they also need to deal with damages that happen during the training phase. So the production stoppage and then damage and then running behind the deadline, that actually makes the life harder for such industries. And so in order to overcome this problem, I know many industries these days, they are taking help of a realistic virtual-based training where their trainees can train themselves inside an immersive virtual 3D world with more advanced instructions in the form of audios or animated instructions, and as well as it also track their performance, whether they are doing it correct or wrong, giving the necessary warning or error messages. So this not only helps to avoid the damage in the real life because everything is happening in virtual world, but trainees can also train themselves any number of times to get comfortable with the process. And on the other hand, it also helps the companies to continue the production without any disturbance. So yeah, these technologies are going to make a huge impact, huge difference at the industry level at least. Yeah.
Okay. So basically what I've heard from you, so I have another question on this particular topic itself. So
Sure.
do you think that there will be a surge in the demand for professions in this field?
Well, I'm optimistic about this because game development will keep its rapid pace in demand. So game developer will be in demand from small studios, indie studios, to big production studios. They will be in demand. Apart from them, as the industry is now slowly embracing the use cases for the AR and VR technology in their pipeline, so more and more professionals would be needed. Not only developers, but professionals like user experience designers, 3D journalists, sound designers for the immersive sound experience for the end users, vendors to provide those headsets to the businesses, and a team of whole operations would be needed to make the deployment and training about those applications at the client side. So yeah, I mean, there will be some very exciting roles in demand in the future as this trend gets in demand in the industry. Yeah.
Yes, then let's hope that we get to hear more about these particular sort of things
Yeah.
coming up in the future, especially the AR and the VR that you just talked about. So I would be also looking forward to hearing a lot more about it during the conference
Sure.
that you are going to be attending with us on 23rd September.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
thank you so much, Neeraj, for your appearance for the show today, and I hope the audience will also relish the points that you just shared with them. So I look forward to meeting you and hearing more on the topic, and I hope that you
Sure.
have a good day. And
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
in the end, before we end this particular podcast, I would like to also address the audience who are going to be viewing this particular podcast. So, if you're looking forward to meet Neeraj in person and have an insightful discussion, we are waiting for you to join our upcoming conference on gaming and animation on 23rd September 2023, happening in person in New Delhi. So, thank you once again, Neeraj.
Thanks a lot, MK.